that face, gosh. Hey, hey. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. Relax, relax, relax. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Cassius Louis, I'm gonna need you to chill out, okay? Yeah, all right. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get started here. What's today? Tuesday, 25th. Okay, we're good here. So let's see what the market has for us today. Good boy, good boy. Good lay down. Good lay down. You ready? All right, guys. Today's gonna be a good day. We always start the lives. Always start the your trading session on a positive note. Always on a positive. You know what I mean? Always. Let's look left here a little bit. Oh shit! I usually wait till it's 200 people. There's about 100 in right now. We might have to wait a little bit, but let's see here. Get money, money, get money, money, get money, take money, money, take. Okay, yeah, the support. I wonder why this high didn't tap into this high because, well, okay, two lower highs make sense. Okay. And then we held below. And we're sitting right in the middle of it now. Okay. Get money, money, get money, money, get money. Take money, money. Take money, money, take money. All right. Okay. So, let me look at the 4 hour. Ooh. A little wicky on the 4. The sells are struggling on the 4 hour. The buys are struggling up here. The sells are struggling down here. So we are moving sideways currently. We're moving sideways, which is not good. But let's see. I need to get my zones in here. I hate it when I do that. I hate it when it does that. It only does that to me when I'm live. Never does it to me any other time. Any other time, it doesn't do it. Support. So look at all these wicks. Wick, 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 wick. And then cutting through, breaking through, engulfing candles all up and down this thing right here. Ooh. So we're going to be selective about our trades today. We're going to be very selective about our trades today. Okie dokie. Because right now I feel like this kind of looks like yesterday. Yesterday, we were looking for buys above a certain area. For instance, right now, this is a tight spot that we're in. I would like to see us well, I don't really like to say anything from what I'm seeing here. I just want to see if we break above, similar to here. But the problem is last time we broke above this area, which was yesterday, we couldn't maintain, couldn't push, and it kept pushing back down. Every time price comes inside this little bubble area right here, it cannot hold and it goes back down. Did the same thing right here. We pushed up and we came right back down. We could not break to push above. So right here, there's no trade right now. There's no setups. Ooh, yeah, rejection. No trade right now, guys. If we can break above this, not even this area here, I think we need to break above this area for real. Because this is the same area where price couldn't break before. Most likely when it gets above this high, this area right in here, it tries to stay above at least. Except for here when it pulled back. But you get some decent moves above this area. But once it comes back inside this nonsense, this garbage here, it's just suicide. So I'm not looking to take no trades inside here. This right here is my no trade zone. I need to see us break below all of this nonsense here. You see this garbage that's going on in here? I need to see us break above it or break below it. But inside of it, it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go. So we're going to do a little bit of waiting here on gold. And it sucks too because look at this range on gold. 400 point range. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of wiggle room, you know? I need to move this around because this is confusing me. There we go. Feels kind of weird doing it live without some background music, but I forgot to check the music yesterday, so it is what it is. What are you gonna do? See, if I was trusting this ugly ass range here, I'd be looking for sells below this area here for damn 300 points. 300 points, a big range. From here to here, this little range right here, that is 120 points. See, we dropped. Maybe this is a pullback, and if price can break below here, but then that's the problem, right? Price can break below the low of this push here and give us a sell, but is it gonna push? Is there enough volume right now to push price where you need it to go? That's the big question. Let me go back to the daily and see what. Actually, let me go to 4 hour. Let me analyze a 4 hour real quick. The last 1, 2, 4 hour candles, they keep trying to sell off, and we keep on rejecting in this same area right here. And I'm trying to figure out why. There's something here that keeps pushing price back up. Every time price comes back down, especially this area right here, we've rejected, and this is a 4 hour low, which means it's a very strong zone. The problem is we're not making higher highs. We're rejecting these lows, but it's not creating any higher highs. So technically, that's just a consolidation. It really is just a consolidation because you don't know who's in control of the market, the buyers or the sellers. Right now, it's still the buyers because we're still at this big ass high right here. This is a major high. And we're still kind of in that vicinity. We're in that area still. We haven't broken below to like create a low to really say, okay, we broke out of this area here and we're probably going to come back and retest this big ass leg right here. If I bust a fib out on here, you'd be looking for a 50% or 61% retracement at some point. And that's what I think is brewing, because where's the last pullback? Where's the last major pullback we've had? There is none. This one right here, all it did was create a zone, a support here where price was once holding as a resistance. But this ain't no pullback. So technically there is no pullback here. So if I wanted to bust a fib from the low of this move all the way to the high of this move, this exact area, look at where the support was formed, right at the 50%. I would literally need to see price find its way back into this area right here. And that's what, 1,000 points? 1,300 points. I think a pullback is setting itself up because we have yet to have one since the 19th. We pushed on the 19th of this month and it's now the 25th. Almost a week. Tomorrow will make a whole week and we haven't had a pullback on gold, which is crazy. That's insanity. So we don't see. I would love to see, actually right now I didn't want to see higher high. I didn't want to see us continue up. I would love to see a nice pullback because we've been sitting up here for several hours. That pullback is going to be nice. It's going to give us some type of volume because it's going to be a breakout move. It's going to be a breakout. Okay. All right. Breaking this low right here. This will be a good trade. Okay. We form resistance. Resistance. Break. Retest of that resistance. And making a lower low to continue bearish. All right, I'm going to take one position here. Just one. Manage my risk and see if we can get a nice push down. Okay. Oof. Oof. See what I'm saying? Look at that hard ass pullback. Look at that hard ass pullback. Do I want to hold this? I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Nope. 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 No trades inside here. Fuck that. Nope. I ain't taking no trades inside here. I'm only trading outside of this area here. So trades above and below. I don't even need to wait for that break below right there. I can take it below here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert here. Set an alert. Actually here. Alert. Come on. Come on. Any minute now. Alert right there and an alert up here. And this is my no trade zone. Let's put that in there. No trade zone. Right up in there. Oops. No trades on, guys. Okay? Do not take a trade inside this nonsense here. Even if it does come down, it's very choppy. It's not a smooth move down. It's very choppy. So let's leave gold alone for a minute and let's see. Okay. Okay. 30 is doing a little something here. Wow. Maybe 30 is the play today. We're going to see. When was this? 10 o'clock last night. Oh, shit. We finally broke out of this consolidation at 10 o'clock last night. All right. Have a little support here as well. US30 looks a lot more promising. We're not consolidating. We are moving. We are moving on 30. I like that. I like that we are moving. No consolidation now on 30. Nice and clean analysis. Perfecto. Perfection. Perfection. Alert. And place another alert down here. Because if we get around this area here, we can come down and retest and clean that clean spot right there. All right. So US30 is a lot more promising, a lot more cleaner. We're moving on 30 here. We started moving at 4 in the morning. So we're moving here. Let's look at Nas, crazy ass, bipolar ass, schizophrenic ass Nas. Nas, did you take your medication this morning? Let us know. Let us know if you took your medication, if you're good to, if you're safe to trade today. If you are not on your medication, let us know so we can get you that dosage right away. Okay? Let us know. And we got you. All right? Cool. For my Nas people. Got a nice little support chilling down here. Okay. And a resistance up here as well. But there's some highs here. So we would need to break this high to continue. Bullish. But look at that. The trend looks nice for some sells. Trend looks very nice for sells. Bow. 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 Bang. That's clean. That's clean. That's some good structure for your mama. That's clean right there. So yeah, I'd like to see us break this low right here. And if we can break that low, we can continue structure to come on down. Come on down to Papa. Below there is sells. And if we remain above this area, the buys are still in play. The buys are not done yet. Not finito yet. So Nas and 30 look good. Nas and 30 look very, very nice. It's gold that we want no parts of. It's gold. Gold dropped and it did that hard ass pullback. And it's probably gonna drop, but it's not gonna be a clean drop at all. It's gonna fuck around with you before it does. So if you use the right lot size, the right contract size, and you're willing to withstand the pullbacks, be my guest. But for me in this house, we're gonna serve the smooth movements. Not this garbage that happens here. Not these 30, 40, 50 point pullbacks and then it just decides to move. That's some nonsense, man. That's ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness to do some shit like, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at that garbage, guys. Let's see how big that is right now. That's a 40 point pullback. Currently, it's not even done. Kind of sucks when you're only aiming for 30, 40 points out of the TP most of the time, you know? So, I don't know why my wrist is hurting this morning. It's a rainy day out here in South Florida today. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, it was right here the whole time. When is the simple strat coming back? In 1 week. 1 week from today. On the 1st of next month. I will reopen for new members. I'll drop the information probably this weekend. Yeah, this weekend on that. I'll drop it this weekend, so those of you that are interested can take advantage. All right, guys, while we're waiting for a setup here, what y'all want to talk about? I don't really have any story times for you. Well, I do have one, but I don't know how entertaining it is today. What do you guys want to talk about? Where's Cash? He's right here. He's sleeping. This is his nap time. He gets breakfast at 7:15 every morning. And then I let him outside to use the bathroom. And he has I let him play for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then around 8:15, he lays down for his nap. He likes to sleep after he eats, like most people do. He likes to sleep after he eats, so he is probably going to get up around 10 this morning, and then I'm going to groom him, get him cleaned up, brush his teeth, all that good stuff, make him smell good and fresh. And then he's going to chill out, watch me do some work at home. Then I'm going to leave him for a little while to go to the gym. upstairs, come back down, and do some training, do a little training session with him. The sit, the stay, trying to teach him to get it, crawl in between my legs. The down is a struggle with him, and I think I've stopped training him on doing a down position because he's still very short. He's very close to the ground. So getting him to put his butt on the ground to give him a treat to train him is hard because all he has to do is put his head down. He don't really got to put his whole body down because he's so low to the ground already. So that command is gonna take me a while to teach him. So we'll see. But but no, he's good. He's good. He got on my nerve yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. Sunday. Put me through the ringer on Sunday. But he's good. How old is he? Um 15 weeks. Wait. Yeah, he's 15 weeks. Next week he'll be 16 weeks. Yeah, he's 14 weeks. He's getting big. He's gonna be a big boy. I think the breeder said at full size he should be about 50 pounds. So he's gonna be a big boy. I'm gonna be able to squat him pretty soon. Will you start a cash cam so viewers can get a glimpse of him while you trade? I didn't think of that. I could just turn my camera so y'all can see him, but there ain't really much to see right now. He's all curled up in his little fetal position. He gets to have a good night's rest. He gets to sleep and nap whenever he wants. But me, nah. If I even try to close my eyes to take a nap, he's barking, he's making noise, he want to play. He don't let me get no good sleep at all. He don't let me get no good sleep at all. I gotta get up. He gets up religiously at 2 o'clock in the morning. Last night he got up at 1:55 for me to take him out to use the bathroom. And then he comes back and go right back to sleep. I haven't had a good night's rest since I got this dude. So I'm dying for him to get older. I'm dying for him to hit like 6 months, 7 months, because at that point, his bladder he'll be much better holding his bladder a little bit, so he don't gotta go so much. He can hold it a little bit, and I can just take him whenever. So it's not easy. Definitely a challenge for sure. Definitely a challenge. I now see what new mothers go through when they have kids, when they have babies and they're small. And you got to get up every half hour, every hour to breastfeed and change diapers, and they get fussy. And I don't know how single parents do it. And I have a newfound respect for single parents. Single moms and single dads, listen, it is not for the weak. It's not easy at all. Hey, hey, you good? Okay, he's just trying to find another position to sleep in. There you go. Okay. Uh, yeah, new parents, new parents of newborns. Oh my God, you don't get no sleep, no time to yourself at all, at all. The moment you try to sit down and take a breather, here it come. It's like they could sense it. It's like, oh, she's trying to go to sleep. Let me start crying right now. Let me poop. I know I just pooped 20 minutes ago, but I'm gonna poop again, and then I'm gonna cry. So they know I pooped, so they can come tend to me. Like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because anytime I try to get a little rest, he's right there. Right now, I'm working right now. I'm working, I'm doing my thing. After I finish with you guys, I got to do some other stuff. He's going to be asleep. And then when I get a minute, like when I leave the gym, I'm sleepy. Like sometimes I get home and I take a shower. I sit down and I want to doze off a little bit, on my couch or whatever. I can't do that with him. He's up. He's up and he's ready to he want to play. He ready to get his day started. And I'm like, shit, you know. I can't keep him locked up all day long. I gotta play with him. I gotta do stuff with him at some point. All right. So I know it's not the same thing as a human person, but it's kind of the same. So US30 looks good for some sells right now. She's breaking this low right here. I'm trying to see if it can break this support right here. We can break below this area. This is a recent area of resistance right here. It broke above and it was holding its support here. This right here would be a good entry, but I'm a little nervous. I'm having a little PTSD from yesterday with these trades because I'm not seeing the type of volume I really want to see. I'm not seeing the type of volume. I'm not seeing no big momentum candles, big body candles. I'm not seeing that right now. When you know you have volume is when you have candles pushing. When I see just one or two like this right here, you might say, well, Charlene, this is a candle right here, right? Yes and no. It's still inside this little consolidation area right here, right? The best time to look for volume moves is when the market is trending. See that? That's trending. That's a trend right there. Right now, there's really no trend. And this ain't even like, I can't even say, oh, this is the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. This is a freaking 30-minute. It's a 30-minute. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see this. You want to see a move. You don't want to see this. You want to see a trend. So right now, I'm not confident in a move. Like if this candle was to push and let's say break and close there, the reason why I like that is because it's breaking out of this little consolidation. That's why you see me have this little line here. Because if price can break that low and close below that low, then, well, yeah, I can look for a move and, take the continuation on down. That's what I trade, continuations. I don't trade a retest. I don't trade exhaustion zones. I trade continuations. So I want this to push and to give me a continuation down. So if it can give me that, then great. But if not, and I don't even see the market really pushing like that for real, it doesn't give me the confidence to get in. That gold trade that I just took a second ago that I was in for about 8 seconds, I saw the volume pushing. The volume was coming. So I'm like, oh shit, here comes some volume. Let me jump in this. And then what did it do? The volume worked both ways. It spiked down and it spiked right back up. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't trade that type of shit. So no, I'm out. If you don't see everything you need to see, guys, get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. This candle closes in 1 second. All right, we got a closure below this area here. Very nice. That's what I wanted to see. We're still not below this area here, but it's still a closure. So let's see us form a top wick. Hopefully we can do that and then turn around and come back bearish. Yeah, look at gold. Moving down, but a hella choppy. Gold is taking y'all for a ride right now. Oh, Nas broke below our zone here. Nas broke below this little zone here. Nas looks nice for some nice sells, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Nas is looking sweet for some sells. And it's bearish, made a high. Made a high. The only thing is, well, because if you look at this last previous high here, like every time it made a high, it didn't just come straight back down. It did here. But here it pushed down, tested 1, 2, 2.5 times here. This one didn't really push much. But it tested this high 4 times before it dropped. So this one here might do the same thing. I don't know. A lot of waking up bullshit before it finally does drop. So y'all with this bipolar ass pair, y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. I feel like gold. I feel like 30 is gonna pull up before it pulls down. But there's no damn volume, man. I don't see any volume at all. Where is all the volume at? We had that good ass week last week. Last week was a bait and switch, man. Last week was definitely a bait and switch. I was like, oh, the market's looking so good. Let me go back live and share the wealth a little bit. And then we come back live and the market takes a shit again. Crazy. So we wait, guys. We wait. The first 3 months with mine, I felt like a human, like I had a human baby. Now he's one 20-pound cockapoo. Cockapoos are so cute. Cockapoos are cute dogs. So adorable. Yeah, they say like the 6 month mark is like where it's at. That's where you want to be with your dog. So this might be my first and last dog. I don't know. But I will say I don't want a dog in the puppy stage anymore. Like if I go get another dog at some point, he got to be at least 6 months. Got to be already housebroken. All the other commands though I can teach that stuff, but the housebreaking part, because that's the part that was sending me up the wall, was the housebreaking with him, the accidents, and that's the part that was throwing me. Can't take it. If I could put a diaper on him, I would, and I know I can, but that's not the habit I want to build with him. But at least that's the good thing about the babies. You don't have babies pissing and shitting all over your house. They piss and shit in diapers, and you can just clean the diaper and throw it away. With a dog, it's hard to do that. You kind of have to watch what they do everywhere they go, and it's almost harder than an actual person because you, you put a diaper on them and you're making it worse for yourself later on down the line. You know, so I want no parts. I want no parts of the puppy stage anymore. Did you trade Asia yesterday? Yes, we traded Asia yesterday. Yesterday we. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, look at gold. Gold is clapping people right now. Gold is on clapping mode right now. So last night with my private group, we were in gold buys last night. um, and gold sells. Gold buys and gold sells. Yeah, look at this shit here, guys. Look at that. Oof. 80 points. Ugly 80 points. Ugly. This is just trash. Trash, trash, trash. Garbage. Oh. Did he start chewing on your shoes yet? Yeah. But I pick everything up. He chews on my slides because I leave slides around. I walk around in slides. He chews on that a little bit, but I try not to leave stuff around that I don't want him to destroy. But yeah, he's chewing on all my shit. He doesn't chew on the furniture though. That's a good thing. He only chews on like shoes, clothes that I might, my laundry that I leave on the floor or whatever. You know, Little things like that. Whatever he finds on the floor to play with, that's squishy, that's soft, he plays with. He likes. But um my furniture, he hasn't chewed on none of that. So I'm very happy about that. So how can you tell volume looking at this chart? I still need volume bars on the bottom of the screen. Just looking. Just looking at the candles. Your eyes are your best indicators. You don't need anything on your screen to tell you what's happening. If you see candles pumping and trending and pushing, that tells you, and it's moving like, if it's taking 3 hours for a 1 hour candle to trend, you don't have no volume. And it's taking too long. But if you see it pumping and you see within an hour, let's say you're on the hour time frame and you're looking at 5 minutes, you should see boop, 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 candles printing either one on top of the other or one below the other and moving in tandem with each other, just moving on down or moving on up. When you see stuff like this, and then not little candles, not little itty bitty doji, like, no, like when you see decent sized candles like this, and then the next candle is printing above it, and the next one's above it, or the next one's below and below and below, and you see it moving in a timely fashion, that's how you know you have volume. When it's consolidating, you don't have any volume. That's why it's consolidating, because there is no volume. So you don't need no bars on your screen. You just need to look at what's happening on the chart, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about how the market is moving. Right now, there's no volume. It's 8:48 in the morning. New York session is the most popular, the most volatile. And so far this week, it's been the most dead in terms of volume. This 1 hour candle has 11 minutes left. If it closes below here, that would be great. Next one can form a top wick and continue down. The only issue I have with these sells is that we're taking a sell in a buying market. Right now, US30 is overall bullish. It's bullish. So I'm very tense about these sells that I'm currently in right now. I don't even want to hold the sells, honestly. I don't. But if you're not in it, can't win it. So, gotta risk it for the biscuit, y'all. See how the market is just sitting here? See how it's not moving up or down? It's just sitting. That's a bad sign. Especially when there's only 10 minutes left in this candle. That's not a good sign at all. It should not just be just stuck in one spot. It should be moving. It's just stuck. It's just sitting there. What the hell? What's going on here? Move. I never want to see candles just sitting. Even if it's moving up and down in one spot. You could do that. But let me see you moving up and down. But when you just stop in one spot, oh no. I want no parts of that. The market is literally telling you I'm not doing shit. I'm on a lunch break. I'm on my smoke break right now. If you want to stay in this, you can stay, but I'm letting you know I'm not doing shit. And especially if it starts moving against you. If it's gonna move in my direction. But if you're gonna move the other way, I'm out. So this was an ass week it's looking like so far. I'm not even gonna lie. Damn, look at gold. Shit. This looks awful. Guys, you see this? This is what you stay away from right here. This is what you trade. A trend. When it starts doing this bullshit, that's what you stay away from. Stay away. Stay away. Mm. US30 is bullish, guys, so be careful with these whack ass sells, okay? US30 is bullish. My wrist is killing me. I feel FOMO when volume comes. I feel like I'm too late. Not late at all. You didn't miss anything. When volume comes, that's a good sign. That means you want to wait and see what happens. Make sure it's not a fake out, nothing like that. Do you set your stop loss on Henko manually or close it in one taps on TradingView? You can't trade on Henko on TradingView. You can only trade on their platform. And I do not set, I trade manually, I open manual and close manual. I have a mental stop, but I close manually on the Henko platform, not on TradingView. You can't trade one on the other. If you could, you guys would see me doing it on here. I can't. That's why I have to go to a different window and go to TradingView. God damn it. And go to Henko. Got me saying the wrong shit. Yeah. If you don't see your broker on TradingView, you can't trade on there. Not everybody's on TradingView. Henko is unregulated, so they're not on TradingView. Only brokers you see on here are regulated ones. This would be a dope ass entry for buys because you're getting it at the support of this 1 hour support low right here. You're getting it at the bottom of the move to take it up, but that's not my trading style. I used to trade that way. I don't anymore. Them wick entries are not easy to get in on. Let's see if this continues up. I'm not taking this trade. I'm just watching. Dude be snoring like he just got off work or something. Crazy, crazy, crazy. These are good buys because gold. These are good buys because US30 is bullish. Shit. Keep on saying gold. So used to saying gold for everything. Uh, but I'm not taking anything until price breaks above this high. Not taking no trades until we get a break above these highs here. Not just a break, a closure above those highs. And as for sells, I need to see us break below this low here for the sell. I used to study exhaustion areas a lot on US30. That's actually what I used to trade on 30, but it is exhaustion areas because US30, like it respects certain it respects those areas very good, like very well. The only thing is I wasn't holding moves very long. I didn't have to. You know, I was getting my 30, 40 points quite easily. But the other thing I was entering in consolidation areas, like for instance, US30 consolidates a lot. And when it would consolidate a lot, like for instance, let's take this area down here. You could mark off the high of the consolidation, which would probably be like right here for me. And then the low of this consolidation here. And you could legit trade wherever you see the bodies open and close closest to the opening and closing of the zone. That's where you could take a trade from. So for instance, here, measure the zone. I need to move this over. This isn't my way. Okay. 500 point range right here. Okay, inside here. 500 point. That's a lot of points. So you see the market dropping here, and then it starts consolidating here. Okay. Now you need a couple taps. Not one, not two, not three. Couple taps. Okay. So multiple taps here. Multiple taps. So you see a bunch of taps here, and you see it happening. You can look at the 30, you can look at the 15. You can even look at the hour if you want to, but you don't really need to go that high. And when you see those taps coming, what you do is you just wait. You wait for the market to come back to that support. You wouldn't do it here because the consolidation just started, so you don't really know where it's at. You need a high and you need a low. This is a high, but this high is not confirmed yet because you need a retest of it, which happened here. So you have high, low, another tap of the high, and another tap of the low. So your confirmed consolidation area, consolidation is really right here. Problem is it didn't last long enough. It never came back long enough. Like it didn't come back. Because usually US30 does this. It does that. It'll bounce and bounce and bounce. It'll give 15 different times where you could take it. Okay? Bounce, bounce, and it always comes back. Always comes back. So only thing is it didn't happen long enough here to give you an opportunity. But if it was to happen here, you would have a perfect opportunity to take buys from here or sell some up there. And again, you don't have to hold it very long because the range is so big. You can grab 30, 40, 50, 60 points to get in and get out. And that's what I used to do on 30 for a long time. And it worked out very well for me. It was very easy because US30 consolidates a lot. Even till this day, it consolidates a lot. Consolidate, and then you get a push. And it'll consolidate again, and you get another push. Consolidate again, you get another push. It happens all the freaking time. All the time. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We got market open coming in 30 minutes. Nas ain't doing shit. We're going to wait for market open on these pairs to hit. Clean up my chart. We have a nice 1 hour support holding right there. Very nice 1 hour support. US30 is bullish. I would love to see at market open for it to just fly. Fly, fly, fly to the moon. Fly. That's all I want to see. Sit here. Push. Bullish engulfing. Close. Support. 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 Support's holding. Find your way on up. Very simple. That's what it's supposed to do. Similar to what it did here, right? Same structure, guys. Same pattern you're looking for, right? Consolidate. Here's your consolidation. Bullish engulfing. We broke above this consolidation right here. Support, support, support. Find your way up. Consolidate here. Here's another resistance. Candle broke. Bullish engulfing. Support, support. Find your way on up. Resistance again. Bullish engulfing. Support, support. Find your way up. It's literally the same shit happening over and over and over again. Push, retest, push, retest, push, retest, push, retest, push. If you can follow that, you can follow anything. Trading will be a lot simpler for you if you can follow that. Now, if you have a support there, which you do, clearly do, right? This is a 1 hour support. So for the last 1, 2, 3, 3.5, almost 4 hours, price has been holding this area of support. Now, what I teach my students inside my course is whenever price stops at a certain point, you have to ask yourself why. How do you find that answer? There's only one way. You look left. And if I see that this candle was pumping up here, making a higher high, well, why did we stop? Why didn't we just continue going up? Why did we stop here and come back down? Well, look left. And what do you know? There's a resistance area at that same spot. Resistance at the same exact area. So, in all honesty, you really want to see price break above this resistance here. And off she goes. Here, very much still an opportunity for price to break this 4 hour support, 1 hour support, and come on back down and retest this area here. Because the last time price was here, what did it do? She dropped and continued to drop. So it's back up here again. You think she can't drop and do the same thing again? Yeah, she absolutely can. But how do you simplify all of this? How do you make it easier on yourself? Well, look at what happened here. The way to look for trades in the present is to analyze trades that happened in the past, because it's probably going to play out just about the same exact way. So you have price. Let's analyze here. You have price that pushed up here. And then also look at the timing, guys, okay? You have this big ass push here at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then at 9 o'clock, you have this push here as well. Now remember, we're on the hour time frame. On the hour time frame, you also have the 9:30 market open, which probably would explain this big ass wick, right? You got that whiplash. I call it 9:30 open a whiplash. So that's probably what this movement is right here. But then you have a high that was formed here. This 9 o'clock candle never broke this candle. It took the 10 o'clock hour to break above the previous area of resistance, forming another higher high. And then right after that, price stopped, opened at the same spot, proceeded to not only go back down, but it broke the low of the previous 10 o'clock candle, hour candle for 10 o'clock. The one that broke the high here, it broke that candle's low, proceeded to break the body. And don't look at the wicks. The wicks are important, but not in this, the way you're analyzing with this. Broke the body, damn near engulfed this one too. But you have you have 1 hour, one 1 hour candle that engulfed 2 1 hour candles. And then after that, it retested it by 50% or so. Because if you measure from this candle, this high to this low, this candle pulled back right about 50% of this whole candle. Broke the low and then continued down. And then that's all you had the rest of the day. That's all you had the rest of the day. Once the move was done at 12, once 1 o'clock hit, the market was done. Pushed up, pushed down, and then took a nap. So if I see this happening here, I say all this to say, you watch this happen, you see a high. So, maybe I might not want to mess with 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock candle, because 9 o'clock candle, I know it has market open. I probably want to wait till after that candle closes to see what happens. And then you could legit just wait to see what it does around the high and the low of that candle. Because if it breaks the high of the candle, then you have strong volume that's going to push you up and probably should continue bullish, which it should have, but it didn't. Next candle rejected, and it came all the way back down. So anybody that was holding buys here got clapped on this move here. And then guess what? The overall move was bearish. It wasn't even bullish. The overall was bearish. So if I come back here and I look at, okay, how can this correlate to this? It's the same shit. Here, I was looking for price to break this high to give me a bullish continuation, and it stopped here. So because it stopped here, I know I need price to break above this, the one it couldn't break yesterday. Can it break above it today? Because maybe today is the day it can push and continue up. But if it fails to break like it's doing now, what can I wait for? I don't know. Maybe the same thing that happened here, an engulfing candle. Maybe I can wait for an engulfing candle to engulf a few candles here. And if it does do that, then I have a clear confirmation that price can come back down. Look at what happened previously in that area and look to see how you could have entered this trade, how you could have capitalized on this move here, either on the buys or preferably on the sells. What I'd love to see here is a nice 1 hour candle close below all these lows, below these wicks and these lows. Because I know I have a resistance that's holding, an engulfing candle that engulfed previous candles, and I got a clean range for the next candle to come right on down. And then I measure this range from high to low. Come on. And my favorite confirmation is what? Closures. Wait for the candles to close. Okay. If anybody doesn't understand, please ask questions and let me know. But this is as simple as it gets with trading. Once you analyze how these candles move and you start dialing in on your entry confirmations, it makes your trading that much easier. Because you know exactly what you're looking for to happen. Now all you got to do is manage your trade when you're in it. So right now, we just chilling. There's no trade right now. I don't even got to go to the lower time frames. I know right here on the 1 hour, there's no trade right now. I need to wait to see if price is going to close above this high, which it couldn't do yesterday. And if it does, perfect. Wait on a retest and take the buy. Or if it closes below, I don't even need to wait on a retest. I could just take the continuation on down. Now, because you're dealing with a volatile pair, it does help to wait on a retest because you got one here. But does the retest always come? No. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But that's why you know where you get in and you know where you get out before you ever take the trade. And you notice I don't have a lot of stuff on my chart. I got a box, a line, and 2 arrows. That's it. That's all I need. My favorite time frame, guys, is the 1 hour. That's my favorite time frame, the 1 hour. My next favorite is a 5 minute, because that's typically my entry time frame. The 1 hour will give you everything you need to know, guys. And the reason why I like the 1 hour is because I can see a lot of the data on 1 hour. 4 hour is good too, but 4 hour is too big of a span to cover. Like this little candle you see here is a 4 hour candle. This little that means for 4 hours straight, this candle didn't do shit. And then the next one just shot up like a bullet out of nowhere. That's a lot of information to take in one fell swoop. So I'm like, you know what? This looks nice and clean and all that, but I'm not a swing trader. I'm not holding moves for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. So I need to bust it down to my level. Bring it down to my level. For my sports people, like I like basketball. I play basketball, right? Well, not as much as I used to, but I like it. If you're not an outside shooter, you shouldn't be standing outside the 3-point line or half court line chucking up shots. That's not your forte. If you're good at taking shots under the basket, layups and little mid-range shots, that's where you belong. So for me, my range is the 1 hour, the 30-minute, the 15, the 5. This is my range. These are my layups right here. If I want to pull it back and take a 3 or a half court shot, then I go to my 4 hour and my daily and I'm looking for my home runs. So you stay within your range. You shop in your price bracket, in your tax bracket. If you're a guy, you got a lot of money, you got a nice house, you got a nice car, you good looking, you this, you that, you got a lot going for yourself, you could talk to that Instagram baddie because you know you got it going for yourself. But if you know you broke and you bald and you fat or you ugly, you need to stay in your. You cannot talk to that baddie. She's gonna see right past you. Don't even play yourself like that. Stay where you at. If you fat, go talk to another fatty. If you ugly, go talk to somebody ugly. You got bad breath, go talk to somebody else who got bad breath. But don't come with that nonsense with somebody who's coming correct with their shit. Stay where you belong. Okay? So if I know 4 hours is a lot for me, I still like I can analyze the 4 hour like nobody's business. But if I'm scalping and I'm looking for a clear direction in the market, I know where I belong is within the 1 hour range, the 30-minute range. If you notice, I don't spend a lot of time on the daily. I don't spend a lot of time on the 4 hour. Like I said yesterday, I drop nuggets in my lives all the time if you guys just listen and watch what I'm doing. Y'all don't really see me too much on the daily and the 4 hour. You only see me mostly on the 1 hour, 30, not even the 15 too much, and the 5. You almost never see me on the 1 minute. Y'all laughing at the ball can work sometimes. Nah. Some guys can pull off the ball. Some people can't. Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you gotta stay in your lane. You gotta go stay in your lane. Stay where you belong. Stay in your circle. Stay in your tribe. But when you try to dip out and you try to play with the big boys and a big league, you try to step in a room you have no business being in, you're going to get chewed up and spit out. They're going to chew you up and spit you out, and nobody's going to have any mercy on you, any sympathy for you. Get out. What are you doing here? If you walk into a nice party, beautiful event and a gala, people black ties and women in beautiful gowns and shit, and you see a homeless person walk in there, what you think they're going to do? They're going to tell you nothing. They're going to stop you at the door. I'm going to stop you right here, sir. Turn around and get your ass out of here. You don't belong here. And it's not to be disrespectful or anything like that. It's just this ain't where you belong. You can't walk up in here. You got to mess up the whole vibe. Make people uncomfortable. The high time frames make me uncomfortable sometimes because that ain't the trades I'm looking for. I'm looking for short and sweet in and out trades. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Listen, y'all in the comments going crazy behind that. Charlie, bald is a look, balding isn't just saying it is. Listen, I got no qualms about baldness at all. I'm just that was just a joke. I'm just using that as an example. I got nothing against bald guys. I dated bald guys. I'm good with bald people. There's nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is you gotta like go where you belong. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. It's just you gotta stay where you belong. You know? Sometimes you see people sliding in people's DMs and you're like, bruh, really? Like, look at you, look at me. Like, what do you think? Like, come on. Come on. Like, come on. You know? I remember I went on a date with this guy once, y'all. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to get into that story time, but I just feel like you got to know the person. Like, if you like somebody, like, you got to come correct. You got to know. Like, let's say you like somebody, right? It's like, oh yeah, I see you at the gym. I thought you were cute. I thought you were this, you were that. I see what you drive. I see how you dress when you come to the gym. How you carry your hair is always done. This and that, whatever. And then you tell the person, yeah, I see your Instagram, and you clean up nice, and I see how you dress. Da, 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 da. And then you actually get to go on a date with that person, and you show up and you look like a bag of dicks. Like you look like you just like you went to a thrift shop, a thrift store, and said to the clerk, "Show me your shittiest rack." And you went over there and picked out something from that shittiest rack and said, "Yeah, that pretty girl that I really like, that I want to go out with, that I got lucky to go on a date with, I'm gonna dress like shit and go out with her, and that's gonna make her think that I really like her." Like, man, what? To me, that's just disrespectful. Like, what? Come on. So sometimes people don't get it. Like, and sometimes you get in the door, but you can't stay in the room. You can get your foot in the door, but you gotta be able to stay in the room too. You gotta be able to stay in the room. Because if you say some dumb shit, or you make yourself look stupid, or you offend somebody, or you disrespect somebody important or something, they're gonna escort you out. You gotta go. Time to go. You gotta go. Nah. Do you know who that person is? Do you know who that person is? Nah, you gotta go. That's life, guys. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You get judged every single day. Every single day. The other day, because I go to the gym in my building. I haven't been outside to the gym in a while. I just been going to my gym in my building because it's really nice. Like, it's like a really upscale gym where I got everything in there. Sauna room, red light sauna. I got a eucalyptus whatever room, got Himalayan salt room, massage chairs, all of that. Like the gym got 3 different sides. They got, oh my God, it's a beautiful, beautiful gym. So I really don't have an urge to go out to my other gyms. I'm paying every month for those gyms, but I haven't been lately, right? People have been hitting me up too. Where you been? Where you seen in the gym lately? What's up? This and that. So there's a guy in there, this white guy, who I ran into in the elevator. And I was bringing in a box it was an Amazon package that I ordered, and I was bringing the box in the elevator, and I ran into him in the elevator, and he's like, "Hey, let me get that for you," because he saw me kind of struggling with it. So like a gentleman does, right? They help a woman out. So he came, grabbed the box for me, and pulled it inside the elevator. So we in the elevator just talking. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Oh, I haven't seen you in the gym lately." And I said, "What gym?" And he said, "Our gym, in the building." And I said, "Oh," I said, "No, I've been going at this and this time." And he said, "Oh, I thought you used to come at this time, because that's when I used to see." And I never really noticed him like that, for real. Like, I don't know. When I go to the gym, I kind of be in my own zone. I don't really pay attention too much. I'll say hello, but I don't really, pay attention to people like that. So, I didn't really notice him, but he noticed me. Mind you, I haven't lived here long. I've been in the gym, but I haven't been going the same time every day. I go at, different times depending on what my schedule allows. And he's like, okay, well, hope to see you again. Hope to see you in the gym again. So he took the box, he brought it all the way to my door. It wasn't even his floor. He took me all the way to my door and, helped me bring the box inside my apartment, which was cool. Plus he lives there. So I don't, I didn't think he was crazy or anything like that. Otherwise I wouldn't have let him, whatever. But anyway, point I'm trying to make is people are watching you. People are looking at all the time, and you may not realize it. You may not know how people are seeing you, how viewing you, what their image of you is. And clearly he must like me or see something in me because he noticed me, said something. Hey, I haven't seen you. Hope to see you again. Who says that to somebody they don't give a shit about or they don't care to see anymore? I'm not saying that to nobody I don't care for. So you could just be being polite. Who knows, right? But you're always being watched. You're always being judged in some kind of way. So if you don't make it your business to come correct all the time, because you never know who's watching, you never know what opportunities are going to come your way, you never know what's out there for you. You talk to somebody like shit, you don't hold a door for somebody, or, homeless person comes up, hey, you got some money, you never know who that person could be, or who's watching you help that person out, or whatever the case might be. You just never know. And sometimes you only get one shot. You only get that one time first impression. You fuck it up, that's it for you. Good luck getting another shot. Good luck. So, yeah, guys. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, go where you belong. That's it. You don't belong somewhere, get out. And if you want to belong, you make sure you study and you learn so that when you do, if and when you ever get that opportunity, you don't fuck it up. But homeboy that day, when we went out on that date and he dressed like shit, yeah, he fucked it up. Big time. Big time. Dude, still in my DM, still DMing me, still texting me. Don't get the picture. And I'm only giving you guys half the story. I'm not giving you guys everything, but that's the point I'm trying to make. You come correct. You really like somebody, you come correct. You don't half-ass it and think that it's gonna be okay. Take a hint. US30 is okay. It's almost 9. It's almost 30. Market open. So we are trying to push up, but look at this. This is sloppy. Look at that, guys. See what I'm saying? There's a volume at. Ain't no volume. There's no volume. We need to break support or break resistance. One or the other. One or the other. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I don't know if he's having a dream or what, but this dude be twitching in his sleep. I always have to watch him because I'm making sure he's all right. He's always twitching in his sleep. I don't know what that means. I hope he's all right. All right, we finally broke this support here. It only took forever, but it finally broke. Look at that. See, this is the volume you want to see. See what I'm saying? There's no choppiness. There's all of this nonsense. This is what you want to see. Clean movement, clean push. Okay? We broke below this support here. Let's see. Price is finding its way down. This is the sells that we were looking for before, but it was pulling back. It was playing around. Let's see if we can continue dropping down. I'm not taking a sell here. This is way too far down for me. Let's wait and see, because it would be just my luck. I get in for a sell and it pulls back on and it goes back inside this range again. So if it breaks below, maybe then I'll look for a closure and look for a continuation. But other than that, no. That's the only thing I hate about my strategy, about how I trade now, is sometimes I wish like I could get better entries sometimes. Like I do get pretty good entries, but it's depends on the setup. A setup like this, like it's ass, right? Because here's the top of it. This would be the start of the move right here. Imagine this drops all the way down here. The start of the move was up here. So I legit gotta wait for a pullback. I have to wait because getting in at the bottom of a move for a sell-off is okay. Good luck. I would literally got to get in and get the hell out because I don't know how much further it's going to go because it's already dropped so much already. And if it's one thing you know about gold or any pair, one leg, two leg, one leg, two leg, one leg, two leg. You're going to get a pullback. It's going to come. So if you mess around and take a sell here and get smacked on a pullback, like what the hell? Nah. That's the only thing that sucks. And it just so happens, it just we're coming out of this consolidation here, but it needs to close. It needs to close out of this area. So I'm not particularly fond of taking a trade on sell on gold today again. 'Cause I don't really trust it. I'm more fond of 30 if we're being honest. And 30 is finally, there we go. Finally moving up. Finally moving up. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. But I want to see us break above this area here. But again, we're still inside this consolidation. So we need to break above here. Let me put my alert right there. I hate waiting so long for setups, man. Give me my trade and let me go on about my day. I hate sitting here for hours and hours and hours. All right. Look at that. Oh my God. Right after I said that, look at that spike back down. That's nasty. Nasty work. Oh, Jesus. Come on, get. Kaka mission. $100 stop. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not taking this, guys. I'm just paper trading it. Paper trading. Ooh, look at Nas. Go ahead with your bad self, Nas. But here comes that 9:30. Here we go. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Where are we going? Where are we going? Going down or up? Going down, going down, going down, going no, we going up. We going up. Which way you want to go? Makes sense to go down. Oh, look at that. Look at gold. Look at gold doing gold things. All right, 30. Yes, sir. 30 broke out of that consolidation. That's that engulfing candle we were waiting for. Lovely. Lovely. Wait. We wait and wait. We wait. Let's see. Beautiful engulfing, similar to yesterday. Let's see if this candle is going to close below. And if it does close below, we wait and we take the continuation on down after that. Unless it decides to just melt completely down and then we're fucked. Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, US30 is gone. Broke the low. She's gone. What's gold doing? Gold pulling back and Nas, nothing. Oof. All right, let's watch US30 go off without us. Yep. Anybody in these cells on 30? US30 going back up? Let's see. I don't know. We're about to find out. I don't see it going back up. We haven't broken that high. US30 is dumping. Cannot break this high. Buys and sells below. But you never know for market open, so that's the thing. So let's see. What's S&P doing? Oh, nothing. Bitcoin, nothing. Nothing is moving but 30. Everything else is kind of chilling. Dang, look at gold. Gold is going. See what I'm saying? Right back. You got a closure, but it went right back up. Didn't even try to drop. That's why. But there's a pullback. Maybe it's a pullback, comes back, break below, and down she goes. Let's see. She comes back. Well, let's watch US30 for shits and giggles. This was a wow, 127-point drop. Buy gold. You can just look at the chat and tell everybody trades differently. Buy gold, sell gold, US30 going up. US30 is dropping, but people are saying it's going up. It's crazy. You can tell how everybody sees the charts differently. And that's the thing. One person can see one thing, one person can see another, and both of y'all could be right. Both of y'all could be right. That's the crazy thing about it. Anybody take these 30 cells? Just curious. Nobody took them? What do you think about Bitcoin longs? Gold is going to sell off. Bitcoin longs. I don't know. Bitcoin is bearish right now. Actually, no, it's not as bullish. My bad. Look bearish on the smaller time frames. Bitcoin broke out of this consolidation. Bitcoin was in a big ass consolidation here, and it broke out, retesting these highs here. Yeah. Do 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 do. All right, everyone thinks gold is gonna sell. Let's see. Let's see if gold sells off today. I mean, it's trying to. This is it's pulling. It pulled back. Didn't pull back deep enough for me. I would have liked to see it pull back a little bit more. Let me see here. Just about. It just about pulled back to 50%. Just about. Yeah, she could sell off. We're gonna see. We no way of knowing though. We have to wait. We have to wait and see. But I think people should wait until we get down below the daily low and close below it. I think that's a better confirmation, because in here we could see how price stopped right here. It's not far from where it was before. It could easily come back, tap, and then fly from there as well. I removed my zone because it busted right on through. It could easily, you know, come back and go the other way. It could go any which way it wants, guys. If we're being honest. I'm being honest. And US30. Let this candle close. We have price sitting here, where price was a previous area of resistance, now could potentially act as a support. Support day, support day. So, hey Charlie, what was your aha moment in trading? My aha moment? When I learned how to read candlesticks. When I stopped looking at overall structure and confusing the shit out of myself. That was my aha moment. When I said, you know what, I don't need to know all of this that's happening here. I just need to learn how to catch a candle like that. If I can catch a candle like this, that's all I need to know. So how can I catch a move like this? When do these moves happen? And how can I capitalize? And what happened right before this move that maybe could have helped me catch a move like this? Because it's easy to say like, oh, this candle broke out. So all you would have had to do was draw a zone right here and draw a zone right there. It's easy to say that, right? But what if this hadn't happened yet? What if you had a zone, I don't know, here? What if you took a sell here and it wicked you out and it pushed all the way up like it was going back up, and then it just kept playing? You wouldn't know. So you got to dive deeper into what happened there to find out. You know what I mean? So it's when I started learning about learning each candlestick and why the candlesticks did what they did, and how to predict what I thought the next candlestick was going to do based on the previous one. If I look here and I see all this wicking here, I'm like, okay, I'm not really comfortable. When I see a big candle push out, close above or below a range that I have here, okay, perfect. Do I think the next candle is going to continue up in that direction or not? The goal is to predict the next candle, try to predict the next move, the next push. And if you're right, you're right. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. And then try to figure out where in the market you want to enter, because Looking at all of this here, guys, honestly, you don't want to trade any of this shit. You don't want to trade this. Where is the trend? Who's in control of the market here? Can anyone definitively say who's in control here? No. Depending on how you look at it. Somebody might look and say, well, Charlene, there's a resistance right here. Price is underneath resistance. Well, that means bears are in control. The market is selling. Yeah, you could look at it that way too. If you're holding moves for an extended amount of time, but if you're scalping, you're getting clapped. That's why I say the style of trader you are matters as well. It's not just how you look at the market, it's your style too. A swing trader or intraday might look at this and say, I don't mind, I'm holding my sells. A scalper is getting the fuck out of this shit. Excuse my language. But that's what it is. We are not holding through all of this garbage. We can't. Our margin for error is too small, it's too tight. Anyone else might look at this and say, well, it's selling from here. But now look at the market as a whole here. If we're being honest, the market is still technically buying. Bullish, support, price is still holding above support, which means it's all in how you look at the market. Both of us could be looking at the same exact thing. Both of us could see two different things, and guess what? Both of us can be right. And both of us can be wrong. So find a way that works for you in terms of looking at the market. If you're a scalper, you should be looking short term. Swing intraday, you're looking long term. But the thing is, no matter what style of trader you are, you still need both. You still need to analyze high time frame and bring your butt on down to the lower time frames as well. You gotta be looking at both. But for me, no matter what style of trader you are, I'm a big proponent for zones. Mark off them zones and wait and see what price does at those zones. And have a plan for what you want to see happen. Have a plan A and a plan B. Plan A and plan B. Okay, so that was my aha moment. Do you mark or go off the daily candle? Okay, so you must be new here. Somebody answer that question for Mrs. Crystal 96 in the chat. Or you might need to watch the live from the beginning. Whoever bought gold is sick right now. We don't know. We gonna see. What's 30 doing now? 30 just dropped and is back taking a smoke break. Okay, cool. What's Nas doing now? Nas is not doing nothing. Still inside this little consolidation right here. Would love to see Nas sell off. That's what I want to see. That same sell off it did yesterday. I would love to see it do that today. But I can't with Nas. My Nas people, I can't with y'all. Cannot. And Nas is bearish on just about all the time frames, not for being honest. Resistance, resistance, another resistance. I'm seeing sells all across Nas. All across Nas. It's just taking a sweet time before it decides to finally sell off here. Similar to what it did prior to the previous highs. Every time it sold off, it took a minute before it dropped. It took a minute before it dropped. Now it's back up here. It's going to take a minute before she drops. All right. So we got our engulfing candle here that broke the low. There. Let me mark off this high here. Literally the same thing, right? Pushed up, tap, tap, couldn't break, engulfing, drop. Engulfing and drop, retest, dropped again. Tap, 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 couldn't break, engulfing. Maybe we get another retest and another drop. We still have 15 minutes left in this candle. And we could break this low and continue, but we might get another pullback before that happens. So we'll see. There might be another pullback, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Might not take no more trades, at least for this session right now. Let's see here. I don't even need to put that there no more because that already happened. It's done. Oh, the price. Why price keeps stopping there? Why we didn't continue up? I'm really not seeing no buys on 30, guys. If price remains below this area here, this is a clean move for a continuation, for price to continue dropping here. I would be surprised if US30 flipped and broke this high and then flew. I would be very surprised if it did that. But patience. Patience is the name of the game. Patience is your best friend. So, okay, we made it down finally. Okay. Nice little volume here. We made it down. Ugly move, but we finally made it down. Been in sells on gold H4 time frame has a shooting candlestick formation for another confluence to take the sell. Question: when you first started, when did you know to move up in lot sizes? When your account size is bigger and your confidence is much higher because you know what you're doing. How do you critique your strategy over time? Like, do you use TradeZilla or Trading Journal when you want? I look at my bank account. That's how I gauge my trading. I look at my trading account and my bank account. If it's going up, I'm doing something right. If it's going down, I'm doing something wrong. Keep it simple, guys. Don't complicate it. If TradeZilla didn't exist, you would need to gauge your trade some other way, right? Okay. Not saying you can't use stuff to track your stuff. You can. Whatever works for you works for you. What works for me is what works for me. I don't need other people's programs to tell me how my trading is going. If you're making money, you're doing something right, and you need to keep doing what you're doing. That's really where it's at. Be right back, guys. He just woke up. I gotta take him out to use the bathroom real quick. Good nap? I know. I know. Mm. Come on. Okay. Hi, would you mind giving your thoughts on USD Chef when you have a moment? David, absolutely not. But thanks for asking. Sorry. Whatever pairs you see here, this is all we look at. We don't look at nothing else. All right. So, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's a no. I am not done trading for the day. I'm probably going to wait another hour, but I'm not going to stay on live for another hour though. I'm going to wait and see if I can get it set up here because I don't really see nothing happening on gold right now. 30 just dropped. I'm probably going to go room him real quick, give the market time to do its thing, set some alerts, and then come back maybe around 11 and see if I see something happen because this morning Didn't really do much. You stop all that biting. I'll tell you about biting. Stop the biting. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cash bringing the good vibes. Yeah. Yeah. He's doing it. Um, I'm sure he's still sleepy. He just got up to pee. Notice how puppies don't wet the bed. They only pee when they're up. They never pee in their sleep, which is crazy how humans do that, but puppies don't. So I used to wonder, like, when they're puppies, when they're little, do you have to put a diaper on them because they might pee in their sleep, but no, they only pee when they're up. And he's been doing a lot better because now when he has to, before when he had to use the bathroom, let's say I didn't take him out in time, like I would take him out every like 45 minutes or every hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Whenever he had to go in between that time, he wouldn't say anything. He would just go. He would just piss in his crate or in his bed. If I had him in his bed, he would just pee there. And I'm like, come on, man, why you don't just tell me? Now, I guess because he's a little older now, he tells me when he has to go. So he'll look at me or he'll start clawing or he'll start barking at me. He'll just out of nowhere just start barking. And that's when I was okay. When I turn around and I see him start sniffing the ground, I'm like, okay, he gotta go. So now he's grown to telling me now when he has to go to the bathroom. So how many months is he? He's 14 months, 15 months? No, 14 months, I think. Which is what? His birthday is May 23rd. So June, July, August. So he's almost 4 months. He's almost 4 months. So yeah, I just the older he gets, the easier it is with him. But the thing is, he wants to play a lot more too. He still likes to play a lot, but the thing is, he only plays for like 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and then he's ready to lay down and chill after that. So, we'll see. But overall, he's good. He smells a little funky right now. I have to go groom him. And he been outside, so. Can you guys still see me and hear me? Cause I just lost the stream here. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know what happened. But... Okay, come here. Come here. Goodness. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna wrap up the live in a bit. Uh, see if I can get me another setup here. I don't want to stay on too long. Watch out for his baby teeth when he chews toys happen, and I was tripping at first. Oh, yeah, I only give him soft toys. He doesn't have anything hard. Everything is soft, like stuffed animals, stuffed toys, soft stuff. He don't really like hard stuff anyway. He likes the soft stuff to play with. So I mostly give him that. Listen. Enough with the biting. Enough. Okay? Enough with the biting. Nope. 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 Stop the biting. Nope. I rub under his face. He likes that. So, how is life adjusting with him? It was rough earlier in the beginning stages. It was very rough. It still is kind of. Um, he does get on my last nerve every once in a while, right? But I can't stay mad at him very long. He get on my nerve, and then 20 minutes later, I'll look over at him, and he does this thing where he looks at you, and then he'll tilt his head to the side like this and go. And it's the funniest, most adorable thing you ever want to see. And every time he does it, I just bust out laughing. I just bust out laughing because it's the funniest face ever. He makes the funniest faces, and it just snaps me right out. Whatever mood I'm in, it snaps me right out of it. So he has a little cheat code with me. When he gets on my nerves or I'm in a bad mood, he knows what to do to get me back out. So um he's doing good with his eating. The potty training was the only issue. That was the only like hurdle we had to jump. And in the last like 2 or 3 days, he hasn't had an accident in the house. So, he went a whole like 2 weeks without an accident. And then out of nowhere, this weekend, he started tripping, having accidents all through the house. So that's what pissed me off with him that this weekend was him doing that. And I'm like, all right. So, I had him on the schedule and watching his water intake and his stuff, but he was still having accidents. So I got to remind myself that he's still a puppy and he's going to have accidents. He's going to make mistakes. So I just got to, give him time. Yeah. And the biting. He has to chill out with the biting. He's still biting a lot, but he likes biting me a lot. So I got to smack the shit out of him every once in a while to tell him to stop that shit. And he's a very stubborn breed. Bulldogs are very stubborn, so you have to tell them something 15 times before they actually listen to you. So I gotta tell him a few times to chill out, and then he finally does. So, but he's a good dog though. He's very good. He gets a lot of attention when he goes out. Whenever I take him out, people are in love with him. They're like, "Oh my God, can I take a picture with him? Can I hold him?" I remember I took him for a walk once in this shopping plaza. We were walking around the parking lot. I was letting him play in the grass and stuff. And this girl and her friends walked up, and she like, "Oh my God, he's so cute. Can I pet him? Can I pick him up?" And we were out there for like an hour. She would not put him down at all. She wanted to go home with him. That's how much she loved Cash. And he gets a lot of attention when we go out. People love him. He's so cute, so adorable. And he's very friendly. He's very friendly. He sniffs you, he'll lick on people, he'll let you hold him, let you pet him. He likes people. He likes kids, he likes people. So he gets a lot of attention when he goes out. I don't mind it. He's a cutie patootie. All right, buddy? You're a cutie? Cutie patootie? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take him out today. I'm gonna take him for a walk today and let him if it doesn't rain, it might rain again. It rained yesterday, it might rain again today. If it don't rain, I'll take him out. But if it rains, we chilling today. But yeah, that's it, guys. Okay, look at Nas trying to do his thing. Nas is doing something here. 30 is taking a smoke break, and Gold, nothing. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Nothing really happening. That's it for today. What a week so far. What a week. We'll see what's up for tomorrow. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully we have some movement and, we see something here. This 9:30 push took the entire move. It didn't really leave much behind for us. One move and that was it. So we'll see. Hey. Relax yourself, please. Thank you. 9:30 movement took the whole move and didn't really leave much behind for us. So we ain't got much. We ain't got much left. So that's it, guys. That's all today. I'm gonna come back on these charts in another hour or so and see if I can get me a move, make me some money today. And if not, we'll see what happens for Asian session. All right. So y'all be good. Say bye, Cash. Say bye-bye. Bye, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Peace out.